What's your name, honey? Victor?
How's your night going, Victor?
It's been the best night of my life.
I need to talk to you about the episode when Victor goes to New York, because it was my favorite of the season. It was so great. So just first of all, tell me your reaction when you read that script.
I was so stoked. Like when they're like, yeah, like, you know, we want to do like a thing that's like kind of based in New York. I was so stoked. Like my whole family's from New York. So obviously it, you know, might be like one of my favorite places in the world, but that's fine. And like the way that they did it was so well done, and I was really excited to be like part of that.
I'm so excited to meet you. Ooh. It's all good. It's New York. Nobody gives trust me.
And getting to interact with Keenan and Nick and getting to have that crossover, what was that like for you?
It was honestly beyond incredible. I think it was like an amazing opportunity to meet Keenan and to meet Nick. Like Keenan was unbelievably nice to me and really offered me like a great perspective and kind of like passed the torch, so to speak. And same when I finally met Nick, like we met on the last day of shooting. And so when I met him, it was so unbelievably nice to me, and we like ate together and everything. He was just such a cool guy.
Well, and I love that you said pass the torch, because in reality we got passing of the jacket.
Is it always this cold in New York, or? Here. A little something to remember your weekend in the city.
Victor now
Exactly.
has Simon's iconic jacket. Was that always in the script? Like, break that moment down for me.
I don't think that was planned originally until we got the script. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And when I finally got the jacket, they're like, yeah, this is the actual jacket from the movie. I was so stoked. Like, I was like, no way, this is so cool. I'm wearing the real jacket. I was just totally like geeking out.
Was it one of the ones from the movie, or did they have a new
It
one
was
made
one
for
of the
you?
ones from the original movie. Like I was so excited.
Also, Bram said that he would burn it if I wore it one more time.
Do you think we could expect to see, if we, fingers crossed, get more seasons of Love, Victor, we could expect to see more crossovers? And if so, who would you like to see Victor interact with?
Okay, this is like a personal thing. I would really love to act with Jennifer Garner, you know, but I think also in the same token, you know, like I really want to see how the universe expands and like how much more the show grows and what we, you know, what other issues that we tackle with the show. That's what I'm really excited to see more than anything.
I would also love to see Katherine Langford just walk into your coffee shop, just even for a little bit of a cameo.
Me freaking too, yo. Me freaking too. I would love that.
One of the most gut-wrenching moments of Love, Simon was when, of course, he was outed without his consent to the entire school. So naturally, when I was watching the dance episode and I saw that Andrew overheard Victor and Benji's conversation, I was having a panic attack that we were gonna have this exact same moment happen.
Are you gonna tell everyone?
No, I would never do that.
What did that mean for you to be able to see that we had that kind of change in Love, Victor?
First off, it showed an amazing character arc in Andrew, because in the beginning of the season, he wasn't like that. He definitely probably would have outed me. I think that it was great that we didn't go down the same exact path, and that we saw that Victor kind of, you know, outed himself in an accidental way. So yeah.
Seeing Victor's coming out scene to Felix was so wonderful. And like Victor said, like that was pretty darn near close to perfect. What was it like for you to film that scene? And what did you think of the fact that Felix was the first person that he really kind of truly came out to?
I was so excited to film that scene with Anthony. He's an incredible actor. I remember like afterwards, me and him were just like hugging each other because he was just like so much love, you know, like we just had so much love for each other. And like he did an amazing job in just like totally being the best friend in the whole entire world. Like I think that everyone needs a friend like Felix for sure.
And then because of Benji and Victor's chat at the dance, Victor then went home and was prepared to say those two words.
Mom, Dad, I'm gay.
What did that moment mean to you?
That was Victor finally coming into his own, and that starts that now he has discovered who he is, But now it's like the exploration, if I could say the word right, exploration of like discovering the rest of who he is. And, you know, now we see how he navigates the world once he has come out. And I can't wait to see what season 2 has to hold for that.
What would you personally like to see in season 2?
I would really like to see what happens to the family dynamic. I would really like to see how Victor and Benji's relationship grows and flourishes.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Have you given any thought to Victor and Benji's ship name?
Would it be like Benji or
Benji, or it would be Victor?
Victor?
Or sometimes they do like last name combinations.
Like, so would that be,
What's Benji's last name?
I don't remember his last name. But yeah, no, it would probably be like
Benji.
Like Victor or
Yeah.
or Benji. Yeah, that's so funny.
I just love the fact that Benji now gets to do those romantic moments, because that's something that he wasn't able to do in his past relationship. And when he was on stage and sang like the slow down version of Call Me Maybe.
That was so sweet. I honestly am just really excited to see what they have in store, and like I can't wait to see how Benji's character develops and how Victor develops and what happens with the family. Like, oh my gosh, the family.
We're separating. Just for now. After what we've been through this year, we just needed to take a breather.
What do you think we can expect to see from them moving forward?
I honestly want to see what they wind up doing with that, because I don't want to say it, but you know, I mean, it is spoilery, so we can't say it, but but like there was a betrayal of trust between them, and ultimately, I feel like sometimes time apart helps heal everything, and I think in this case scenario, they do need time apart. We don't really know necessarily if they will get back together. Like, they were high school sweethearts. People grow apart, and that's completely normal, and I really can't wait to see what winds up happening between them.
If season 1 for Victor was about self-discovery and self-acceptance, what do you think season 2 would be about?
Season 2 would be the way that Victor continuously navigates through the world after having discovered who he is completely and accepting it.
I hope that we'll still see him DMing Simon for some advice.
Me too. Me freaking too. I hope so.
Do you think those are on Instagram DMs? I was wondering this.
Yeah, most of them are like Instagram DMs. Some of them are emails. I don't think he ever texted him though.
I assume he's got his digits now. He's got his iconic jacket.
Exactly. Like, he has to.